This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
Good afternoon and Happy New Year. This is opening round coverage of the 2018 Clopton Invitational on TribCast. Mark Fronick here in the old gym. 2 games on TribCast this afternoon. Both the late games is in this gym. We're about to see Silex take on Louisiana in the 4-5 matchup. And over in the Dale Miller Gymnasium, we'll have the 2-7 matchup as Clopton takes on the Wright City Wildcats. This game just about in the books. 11.3 seconds to go. Tyra Henderson at the line for the Ellsbury Lady Indians. And they lead this game over Wellsville 42-30. So just, like I said, 11.3 on the clock. And Henderson missed them both this time. Rebound goes to Wellsville. And the final 8 seconds up here ready to be ticked off as it's knocked out of bounds by Ellsbury with 3.2 on the clock. And really good defensive work that time by Madison Kinsler. Blocked 3. Put back no good, and this one in the books. 42-30 is the final as Ellsbury holds serve and defeats Wellsville in the 3-6 matchup. 42-30 is the final of the first game here from the old Clopton Gymnasium. Opening round action here from the 22nd annual Clopton Invitational, and our game is coming up in just minutes as Silex and Louisiana about to take the floor for their warm-ups, and this is the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame here on thepeoplestribune.com. If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Many of us look for ways to save energy, but be smart. Don't take safety shortcuts. Quiver River Electric Cooperative reminds you to use electricity safely and take it seriously. Never touch a downed power line. Always stay at least 10 feet away. Outdoors, look up for power lines and call 811 before you dig. Indoors, keep appliances away from water. Don't overload circuits or use damaged cords. A safety message from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve.
This is Kim Gam, RN, Certified Diabetes Educator and Coordinator of the Pike County Diabetes Counseling Program. Diabetes self-management education is designed to help you understand the disease and learn to manage it. Our nationally recognized program provides quality education and covers all aspects of diabetes management from basic to advanced skills. For more information, contact the Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice at 573-324-2111.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
Silex on the floor, warming up. Louisiana yet to take the court here in the old gym. Again, the final of the first game here from the old gym was 42-30. Ellsbury, the 3 seed, gets past the 6 seed Wellsville. Leading scorers, Brooke Peckham with 14 points and Allison Arns with 12 for Wellsville. Top scorer for Ellsbury with 15 points was Madison Kinsler. 11 points for Tess Weekly. Good to see her back on the floor. We saw her get hurt earlier this season at against Clopton before the Christmas break. Monroe City, they down Winfield in the 1-8 matchup. Don't have a final on that one, but it wasn't even close in the first half as Monroe City, the top seed, looking like the top seed, just toying with the poor Winfield Lady Warriors. So Monroe City moves on. We'll take on the winner of this matchup between the 4 and 5 seed Silex and Louisiana. Ellsbury moves on to take on most likely Clopton, the 2 seed, as they get ready to take on that 7 seed from Wright City. We'll take a break. We'll preview this one a little bit. Some roster issues for both of these clubs as they come into their second matchup of the season. These two teams met in the opening game of 2017-2018 season and meeting for a second time here in the opening round of the Clopton tournament. We'll talk more about it when we return on the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Ramsey Dickerman will be there at 503 West Highway 54 in Vandalia. Online at RamseyDickerman.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at YoungEnterprisesInc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a touch-tone energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
Welcome back to opening round action for the 2018 Clopton Invitational on TribCast. Mark Fronick here in the old high school gymnasium, one of two facilities they're using for this one. Dale Miller Gymnasium down the hall features number 2 seed Clopton, number 7 seed Wright City, and the just completed Monroe City Winfield game as the top seed Panthers move on to take on the winner of our game between Silex and Louisiana. 4 seed Silex talked about some issues with their lineup. Holly Mueller, the 6'1 junior, she is injured, some torn ligaments in her ankle, and it's going to be a tough road for her to come back before the end of the season, if at all. So all the presence down low belongs to 6' senior, number 44, Allison Harmon, who's dealt with some injury issues herself this season, but she is in the lineup and is one of the top scorers for Silex here in this 2017-2018 season. Silex comes in with a 4-4 record, and between Harmon and Molly Stanek, there's a lot of your scoring. They also lost a member of their team recently, as Lily Johnson moved out of the district over the break. So a senior, she doesn't have that varsity experience, but she does have senior leadership qualities, and that'll hurt this Silex lineup as well. And talking to Coach Aaron Hankey, he said the first game they were able to hit their shots. The season opening, it was a close game, 58-54 win against Louisiana. They were able to hit some shots. We're worried about the athleticism of the Louisiana team, even without players missing from their lineup like Kamara Combs and Jasmine Burse, physical, fast players. But Louisiana still has some athletes that can run the floor and some size down low, including the 5'11 freshman, Caitlin Glow. She is hard to move down low, and expect her to get some good looks in the paint here for Louisiana in this ball game. Take another quick break. It's 4 seed Silex, 5 seed Louisiana, and more of the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame coming up after this.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices, and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and hometown service? Look no further than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Deb Olson. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
Welcome back to the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame. A little bit later start tomorrow as we go into a more classic school day type schedule. The early game will be at 5:30, opening round action for the men, and the late game at 7 o'clock. We'll have one game from each gym, an early game and a late game. We'll be in the old gym and here for the 5:30 game as Louisiana, the 2 seed, takes on number 7 seed Silex. Then we'll move to the Dale Miller Gymnasium for that 7 o'clock game as number 3 seed Clopton takes on number 6 seed Wellsville. So 2 games again tomorrow night, but different times, so you can watch all the TribCast action back to back. Today you might have to pick one and then watch the other one in the archive as Louisiana and Silex playing at the exact same time as Clopton and Wright City. This should be the better game in the 4-5 matchup. Take one more break, come back with your starting lineups after this. This is the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Louisiana, Bowling Green, and Clopton schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Ryan Pitzer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. We are at work while your athletes are at play.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
And welcome back inside the old gym in the opening round of the 2018 Clopton Invitational on TribCast. 2 games in the books, 2 yet to be played, and both of those late games here on TribCast here tonight. It's time to take a look at our Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineup. See all the services your health department offers at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, neighbors helping neighbors. First for the number 14 gets the start, 5'5" sophomore Chloe Kenyon. Number 25, a 5'8" junior Kate McDonald, and the 6' senior number 44 Allison Harmon gets the start for the Owls. So again, it's Pruitt, Stanek, Kenyon, McDonald, and Harmon, your starters for the Silex Owls. They are the 4 seed, Louisiana the 5 seed, and those are tonight's Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups. Check out all the services your health department offers at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, neighbors helping neighbors. Teams going to their benches. I don't think we're going to have an anthem or introduction, so we'll get right to it. Coming up next, opening round action at the 2018 Clopton Invitational on TribCast.
This is TribCast, coverage of high school basketball. Action from the hardwood on thepeoplestribune.com is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, Spring Valley Accounting Services, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by Lynn's Heritage House, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, Walsh Card in Bowling Green, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, by Orff Construction, Young Enterprises Incorporated, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, La Crosse Lumber Company, Cole Chiropractic Center, and by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction. Basketball on TribCast is also brought to you by Dieter Sign Company and T-Shirt Shop, Community State Banks of Missouri, Abel's Quick Shops, by Hayden's Motorsports Center, the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon, by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Penrod Real Estate, People's Bank and Trust, by Bowling Green Lumber, Airco Convenience Centers, Pike County Title Company, by Family Health Pharmacies, Mid-America Auto and Towing, and by the Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC. Now, coverage of high school basketball from the People's Tribune newspaper. This is TribCast. Welcome to Clopton High School and the 22nd annual Clopton Invitational Tournament here on TribCast. Mark Fronick in the old gym, Chuck and April in the new gym with Clopton and Wright City. This is the 4-5 matchup, Silex and Louisiana here in this opening round game. Again, two more games tomorrow. Men's opening round action starting at 5:15 with the pregame before Louisiana and Silex. That's a 2-7 matchup, and then the 4-5 between between Clopton and Wellsville. The other two games that we won't be televising, Monroe City and the Warrenton JV, the 1-8 matchup, and Winfield Wright City, the 4-5 from the old gym. We've got 4-5 right now. It should be a good one, Louisiana and Silex. And our opening tip is brought to you by LaCrosse Lumber Company. Everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. LaCrosse Lumber Company, getting the job done. And it'll be Kaisha Clark jumping for the Bulldogs, and we'll wait and see who goes out and jumps for Silex. And it looks like it's going to be Allison Harmon in the center circle for our opening tip. They shake hands. We're ready. And our LaCrosse Lumber Company opening tip is in the air. And it's won by Silex. Back to Pruitt, now to Molly Stanek. Stanek, first possession, goes to the Owls to the far side for Kenyon. Back for Stanek to the near side now to Harmon. Harmon trying to find some room. She's tipped and goes right into the hands of Rayleigh Burse. And here come the Bulldogs for their first possession. 0-0 game. Clark into the corner for Glow. Trying to find somebody. Forces it. McDonald tipped it. Picked up on the ground. And a 3-second in the lane call. Whistled against Misha Campbell as she was on her knees and couldn't get total control of that ball. So Kate McDonald inbound for the Owls, with just 31 seconds gone in this opening quarter. And there's a question about the scorebook. And we're going to have a little meeting here between the two officials. Either somebody's not in the book or somebody wasn't supposed to start, and we may have a foul. They're going to check all three books, I believe. The players on the floor are Pruitt, Stanek, McDonald, Harmon, and Kenyon for Silex, and it appears to be their book that's the issue, or the question at least. Misha Campbell out there. Glow, Burse, and there's going to be a technical foul, I believe, called, and to the line goes Caitlin Glow to shoot a pair. So a technical called against Silex for their book, and the first shot by Glow is no good. So Caitlin 0 for 1, and the score remains 0-0. And after these shots, Louisiana will have the ball. Almost got away from her. Now she's set and scores, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Bulldogs. So 1-0, and Louisiana will get the ball on the far side center court. All right. So Burse gets it in. Now to Clark. Kaisha to the near side for Caitlin Glow. Glow back to the middle, and it's intercepted by Kate McDonald, trying to force things there. Here's Molly Stanek for the Owls. To the near side
for Pruitt. Pruitt into the corner for Stanek. She's going to spot the three. From the corner is no good. And the rebound goes off the leg of Clark out of bounds. So it'll stay with the Owls, trailing 1-0. To the far side. To number 14, Chloe Kenyon, and she double dribbles. Turnover gives it back to the Bulldogs with a minute gone. 57 seconds to be exact. Here in this opening round game at the Clopton Invitational. 1-0, Louisiana with the lead in the ball. Caitlin Glow with the only point so far. Clark to Glow. Tried to bounce it down low. They got the pass there, and the shot off the glass for Rayleigh Burse is good. Make it 3-0 for Louisiana. Stanek out to the far side for Kenyon. Gives it to McDonald, and she travels. Just got to those tiptoes, couldn't keep the balance, and back to the Bulldogs it goes. Second turnover against Silex. Here's Clark, cross over to the far side. Gives it off to Rayleigh Burse. Burse tries to find Kaija, and a foul going to be whistled against Kenyon. Her first, team's second. First foul on a player, as the other one was a technical for a book violation. Minute 36 gone. Here in the first. Clark has it go off her belly, picked up at center court by Casey Pruitt. Pruitt has trouble with it, and a travel called. Third turnover against the Owls. And a sub coming in is Jordan Hurt. Checks in. There's Kaija Clark off the inbound. Her team ahead by 3. To Rayleigh Burse. Burse back up top for Brianna St. Clair. St. Clair to Kaija Clark. Clark, lob pass to Burse through Misha Campbell. Tried to put it back inside, and Harmon takes it away to Stanek. Stanek, couple of crossovers, gets to the hoop and can't finish. Harmon has the rebound taken away by Glow, and here come the Bulldogs again with Brianna St. Clair. St. Clair into the corner for Misha Campbell. Misha, a little short on her shot, follows it, and the rebound fought for, and going to be a foul as Kenyon goes to the ground. First foul against the Bulldogs, and it'll go on Kaija Clark. So St. Clair checks out after that series. And we've got another book problem. Again, it's on Silex's side. And again, the officials will get together and decide if there's a foul. And there is a second technical for a book violation, and Kaija Clark will head to the line. Oh, my goodness. And Kaija hits the first, and it's 4-0 Louisiana. Second shot is good as well to make it 5-0 in favor of the visitors on the scoreboard. Coach Boyd excited that her book is spectacular tonight. Our book is spectacular tonight. And here's Clark for the Bulldogs after the 2 free throws. Put the lead at a handful, pass too far. Save back in right to Misha Campbell. Ball bounces around. Misha gets it again, and she's fouled on the shot and will head to the line to shoot a pair. 4th team foul against the Owls. And Misha goes to the line for the first time. Demisha Campbell, where's number 35? As the Bulldogs are in their road reds. And the shot's no good. As Louisiana drops to 3 of their first 5 from the line. Make it 4 of 6 if she hits here. And she does. With it is Scroy, Izzy Scroy. And a reach-in foul going to be called against Louisiana. Their second team foul. And the second foul against Kaisha Clark. You don't want her getting in trouble. She's their most energetic player. This one's on the floor with 5:22 to play in the first quarter. Molly Stanek with it for the Owls, looking for their first points to the near side. And Harmon has it go off her hands and back the other way comes Kaisha. Little floater and it goes down. 8-0 Louisiana and a timeout taken as Louisiana opens on an 8-0 run. Coach Henke not pleased. We'll take a break here in the opening round of this 22nd annual Clopton Invitational on TribCast.
Hi, this is Christine Rutherford of People's Bank and Trust in Bowling Green. At People's Bank and Trust, we don't think our responsibility to the community should end when we leave the bank each day. You see, at our community bank, we volunteer for many charitable organizations and civic activities, as well as cheer on our hometown teams. Pride in our community is important to us here at People's Bank and Trust. Come see us at one of our convenient locations, Bowling Green, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, or Ellsbury. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
TribCast coverage of high school basketball is brought to you in part by Spring Valley Accounting Services, Lynn's Heritage House, Orff Construction, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Cole Chiropractic Center, and by Dieter Sign Company and T-Shirt Shop, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Penrod Real Estate, Bowling Green Lumber Company, Airco Convenience Centers, Pike County Title Company, and by Mid-America Auto and Towing. More high school basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
Well, you saw it. Allison Harmon puts Silex on the board, and then they get the ball again after a third foul on Kaisha Clark after a Louisiana miss. So Clark in trouble. Right in front of us. They get it off to Izzy Scroy. Back up top for Casey Pruitt. Pruitt to Harmon. Working against Glow into the corner. Back for Scroy. Through Harmon to the back. Now through Stanek into the corner again. 3 ball. No good. Stanek the rebound. Ball goes to the floor and a tie-up going to be called. And the ball will go to Louisiana as Casey Pruitt was tied up on the floor by a couple of Bulldogs. They get it down low to Caitlin Glow. Glow from the baseline misses everything. Turns into a pass to St. Clair, who's fouled. And that's going to be the first foul on Jordan Hurt. And the 5th team foul against Silex. All 3 fouls for Louisiana. Called against Clark. And the shot is made. First point of the night for Brianna St. Clair. And the second shot, no good. Harmon the rebound for the Owls, and here they come with Molly Stanek. Stanek, good head and shoulder shimmy there to create some room against Rayleigh Burst. Now back to the far side for Izzy Scroy. Scroy for Kate McDonald to Allison Harmon. Harmon has it knocked away momentarily. Kate McDonald has it to Molly Stanek. Stanek telling Scroy where to go. Turns around. Gives up her dribble. Now gives up the ball to Harmon. Harmon finds her way to the hoop and scores. Allison Harmon has 4 for Silex. All 4 for Silex. And it's a 5-point game. Here's Rayleigh Burse to the near side for Caitlin Glow. Glow. Has it again, working against Harmon, gets it off to Burse. Burse out top for the Bulldogs. Over to Glow on the far side. From the baseline, her shot's long, and the rebound picked up by Casey Pruitt. Pruitt to McDonald, now to Stanek. Moving quickly up the floor. Molly tried a crossover and travels. Ran into traffic, and it goes back for turnover against Silex here in the first quarter. And a timeout going to be taken by Louisiana. We'll take one, too. 9-4. Bulldogs lead the Owls on TribCast.
Dude, you look different.
Well, my body is glowing gold.
No, it's not that. Did you get a new shirt?
No, I joined the Fuel Rewards program at Shell and got instant gold status. I save 5 cents a gallon on every fill every day.
No, did you lose weight?
Get rewarded with instant gold status at Shell. Join the Fuel Rewards program now at fuelrewards.com/gold. Restrictions apply. Active gold status required. Introductory offer valid for 6 months after activation. Limit 20 gallons at participating Shell stations. See fuelrewards.com/gold for full details.
Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex are committed to offering sincere and caring service in your time of need. Family owned and operated since 1946, Ryan V. Bibb and Lori Smith know how important a personal touch can be. Their goal is compassionate service with dignity and respect, uplifting and comforting. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Visit online at bibbeach.com or call 324-2211 in Bowling Green or 384-5555 in Silex for more information.
St. Clair gives it off to Burse, and we're back underway after the 30-second timeout for Louisiana. Rayleigh Burse gives it off to Brianna St. Clair. St. Clair working against Izzy Scroy to the far side for Burse. Against Stanek to Glow on the near side. Glow gives it off to St. Clair, and a little bump foul going to be whistled on Izzy Scroy, I believe. And it is her first and the team's sixth. 9-4, 5-point game. Faith Rule into the ball game. That's a long three, no good. And the rebound picked up by Harmon to Molly Stanek. Stanek puts on the brakes. Oh, got away with a little bit of a hop there to Pruitt on the far side. Scroy to Pruitt again to the near side for Harmon. Pass was behind Harmon and intercepted by Glow. Now here's Rule bringing it up the floor for the Bulldogs to the near side. Work it into the middle to Glow in the corner, and her long two is good. Caitlin Glow, her first shot to fall from the field. She's got 3 points. Good 15-foot jump shot from the baseline. Here's Stanek with it for the Owls. To Scroy on the near side. Back for Pruitt. Pruitt into the corner for Stanek. Her three is short. And the rebound picked up by Glow, then tied up, and it's going to be the Owls' ball, I believe. No, they're going to call a foul instead. And it's against Izzy Scroy, her second, 7th team foul. That's 1-and-1s. Minute 34 to go in the first quarter. All our area teams action all in one place right here on TribCast from the 2018 Clopton Invitational. Campbell goes to the floor, and we've got another foul, or they just say it's out of bounds. Just out of bounds this time as wholesale changes coming for both teams. As Julia Gradicke comes in. And Abby Engelmeyer for Silex. In for Louisiana, Kayla Lindsay, her first action. Turnaround shot, Harmon, no good. Gets her own rebound, kicks it to the far side. Back to the free throw line. Now they work it down to Harmon again. She posts up and scores. She's got all 6 for the Owls. It's a 5-point game again with a minute to play in the first quarter. Burse gives it off for Lindsay to the near side. For number 14, Jamie Sensabaugh. Baseline, Burse to the far side. Turnaround shot, Lindsay, no good. And the rebound, Engelmeyer had it and got it back. Trying to find somewhere to go and gets it to Harmon. Harmon to Stanek. Stanek to the hoop and in. Molly Stanek, her first 2 points tonight. First 2 points by someone not named Allison Harmon. And there's 18 seconds to go in a 3-point game. Here's Misha Campbell. Works it down low. And kick it back out to Burst for a long three. That one's off the mark. Rebound knocked around. Burst gets it back, and a foul going to be whistled on Molly Stanek. And back to the line, or to the line for the first time, is Rayleigh Burst. A lot of free throws, 18 fouls for Silex here in the first quarter of this ballgame. 4.4 seconds to go. And the first shot, flat-footed. Burst drops it short. So the score remains 11-8. And Rayleigh with one more. And that one sneaks in to make it a 4-point game. And they done it halfway decent from the line. And that is 1 quarter in the books here from the Clopton Invitational. 12-8. Louisiana leads after the first 8 minutes. Take a break, come back with more after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the Square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Checking the scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, Akey and Kent Seeds, DeKalb Seeds, lots more. Check them out online, youngenterprisesinc.com. Checking the scoring for Louisiana, pretty spread out. A point for Misha Campbell, a point for Brianna St. Clair, 3 points for Rayleigh Burst, 3 for Caitlin Glow, and 4 for Kaisha Clark, but she's got 3 fouls. And will be used sparingly the rest of the half, I'm sure. For Silex, 6 points for Allison Harmon, the other 2 for Molly Stanek. That's all the scoring through the first 8 minutes. They've got the ball, and Stanek has it at the top of the key. To the near side for Casey Pruitt. Now to Engelmeyer, and her pass floats over Allison Harmon. Turnover, the 5th, gives it back to the Bulldogs. With it is Rayleigh Burst. She becomes much more important with Kaija out of the lineup. St. Clair cut it too fine. Put back no good. And the rebound, Harmon tips it all the way to the line, and it's picked up by Rayleigh Burst. They'll reset for Louisiana to the far side and off the hands of Misha Campbell. Goes to the floor. Engelmeyer picks it up and hands it off to Casey Pruitt. Pruitt ahead for Molly Stanek. Stanek to Harmon. Her shot good and a foul. Allison Harmon has 8 points. And it's a 2-point game here early in the second quarter. Goes against Caitlin Glow, her first, team's 4th. And the shot for Harmon completes the 3-point play. Friendly rim at this end. And you got to take advantage while you can. And it's a 1-point game. 50 seconds gone here in the second quarter. Here's Glow at the free throw line. Harmon all over her. She goes to her dribble, puts it up and over the rim. Nice looking shot for Caitlin Glow. Makes it a 3-point game again. She's got 5. 14-11. Silex trails. They have the ball. To the near side for Casey Pruitt. Pruitt Stanek. Lob pass to Harmon, and she's fouled by Glow. Back-to-back fouls on Caitlin Glow. Fifth team. Second. On the center for Louisiana. We'll take care of that at halftime, our little problem there. Stanek, and a foul going to be whistled. I believe this time it's going to be on Faith Rule, her first, and the team 6, and it's going to be no, they go to Glow again, so she's got 3. That hurts. So now 2 of your starters with 3 fouls. No one else has one. Stanek at the line to shoot a pair. And the first one's good. 2-point game again. At 14-12, could make it a 1-point game here with their second shot. It's up, it's good, and the lead is 1 for Louisiana. They have the ball. 2 of their starters in foul trouble here in the first half. Silex has a lot of fouls, but they've spread them out. St. Clair can't hit that one, gets her own rebound and is fouled. And they're going to get Engelmeyer or they're going to get Pruitt. They're both in the area, and they go a different direction with Gradicke. (14-13) at the line is St. Clair, and her first shot is good. 2-point ball game. And 2 points for Brianna St. Clair, 1 of 2 shooting free throws. And she missed the second one. Harmon the rebound, gives it off to Stanek, who's on the run. Molly weaves her way and is fouled by Misha Campbell. And that's Demisha's first. It wasn't. They gave it to Faith Rule instead. I didn't even see Faith Rule. And the shot is good for Stanek. And again, it's a 1-point game. She can tie it with this shot. And she does. 15 all. Silex getting the free throw opportunities and connecting on them. And that ball is off of Misha's fingertips and out of bounds back to Silex, who's on a run right now. Outscoring the Bulldogs 7-3 in the corner to tie this game at 15. Here's Stanek to Pruitt to Harmon now. Harmon kicks it to the far side for Gradicke. Back on top, and 3 seconds in the lane whistled, I think, on Engelmeyer on the near side of the lane. 5:58 to go in the second quarter. All knotted at 15. And that's the 6-team foul, and into the ball game for the first time is Kaylee Thurman. Spelled like Daly, except for with a K. Here's Rayleigh Burse. Center of the lane for Sensenbaugh. Shot no good. Fighting for the rebound is Rule, and then coming away with it is Pruitt. She'll take it up the floor for Silex. To McDonald to the near side for Stanek. She tries baseline, gives it to Harmon. Turnaround shot, misses everything, and it goes out of bounds. They're going to call a foul on the rebound. And it's going to go against Harmon, her first, team's 9th. And shooting will be Thurman. 1-on-1 opportunity, and the first one rims out. No good. It's actually a 2-shot foul. That was the 10th team. I only have them for 9. Second shot, no good. And the rebound picked up by Harmon, who committed the foul. Here's Stanek. To the near side for Julia Gradicke. Back into the middle, and Harmon has that one rim out. And the rebound picked up by Misha Campbell. Campbell hands it to Rayleigh Burse with 5:07 to go in the first half. State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime coming up. Here from the Clopton Invitational, Harmon steals and gives it off to Molly Stanek. Stanek across the line to the near side and back up top and around to the far side for Gradicke. To Harmon. Harmon falls down, loses her glasses, and the ball picked up, and we're going to have a foul on Pruitt. Harmon, they're saying, discussing why the play wasn't blown dead when she lost her glasses to the floor, which would have been before the foul. The official now with the ball. And just got a report, sad news for both Bowling Green and Silex folks. Former coach Phil Burdett has passed away. We'll get you more information on that. It's very sad news. 15 all as Rayleigh Burse misses them both. 54-10, Clopton leads at the half. Over in the new gym in that 2-7 matchup. Here's Harmon. For Hurt. Pass tipped away from McDonald, out of bounds. Got away with a little bit of a shove on Kaija Clark. And it goes into Stanek. Molly to Harmon off the glass. Nope. Knocked away from Misha Campbell to the floor. Campbell picks it up. Good persistence there and gets it to Kaija Clark. Clark reverses and travels. I thought there was contact with the ball there, which would have reset her, but it goes back on the turnover. To Silex. Still tied at 15. Another minute off the clock gone. We're at 3:53 remaining in the first half. Stanek gets it to Harmon. Harmon to the hoop, and this one goes down for Allison Harmon. Silex with our first lead tonight. And into double figures with 11 points is Allison Harmon. 11 of the 17 for Silex. Here's Clark. Back to Rayleigh Burse. Burse hounded by Pruitt. To Clark. Good pass down low to Kaylin Lindsay, and tie up. It's going to stay with Louisiana. And Burst to inbound with 3:26 to go in the quarter. Out top, Clark for three. That one's off the mark. And the rebound goes out of bounds into the Silex cheerleaders. To the near side for Pruitt. Into the corner for Stanek. Now to Harmon. Allison off the glass, no. Rebound picked up by McDonald. And we're going to foul on Misha Campbell. That's her first, and a 1-and-1 coming, as that's the 17th foul against the Bulldogs. 3:01 to go in the half. Brianna St. Clair getting ready to check back in as McDonald misses the front half of that 1-and-1. Still without a point tonight. Here's Lindsay back up top. Burse hits the three, and Louisiana back ahead. 18-17, Rayleigh Burse has 6 points. 2:40 to go in the half. 18-17 Louisiana to the near side for Pruitt. Gets it to Harmon. Pardon me again. And Hurt goes to the ground. And she'll head to the line to shoot a pair, and the foul goes against Rayleigh Burse, her first. Team's 8th. And McDonald checks out, replaced by Engelmeyer. Misha Campbell and Jamie Sensenbaugh check out, replaced by Faith Rule, and that one rims out. Harmon the rebound, can't sneak it over, gets her own board and scores. Allison Harmon puts Silex ahead again. She's been big tonight for the Owls. Here's Kaija Clark. Clark reverses, gives it off to Rule in the corner. Inside, Brianna St. Clair off the glass and in. Louisiana had 3 or 4 points now for Brianna. 2:05 to play in the first half. Here's Molly Stanek in a 2019 game to Hurt on the far side. Jordan goes to her dribble, to the hoop, scoop shot, wild, and the rebound picked up by Faith Rule. Rule gives it off to Kaisha Clark. Clark on the run, drops it down low. Lindsay can't corral it. It goes back to the Owls with 1:49 to go in a 1-point game. It was 12-8 Louisiana after 1. Silex has controlled this second quarter. Here's Stanek. Angles against Clark to the far side. Into Harmon. Harmon off the glass. No. Gets her own board. Put back is good. Allison Harmon puts Silex ahead. She is cleaning up on the offensive rebounds. Here's St. Clair for 3. It's good. Brianna St. Clair hits the tray. She's got 6 in the quarter, 7 in the game. 23-21 Louisiana. Stanek to the near side for Pruitt. Pruitt to Harmon. Harmon in the corner. Gives it off to Stanek. Looked around. Molly was standing right next to her. And a double dribble called against Molly Stanek. 7th turnover against the Owls. Misha Campbell back in, as well as Julia Granicki for Silex. She'll replace Hurt, and Brianna St. Clair, after hitting that trade, checks out. 55 seconds to go in the second quarter here from the opening round of the Clopton Invitational on TribCast. Into the near corner for Rayleigh Burse. Burse hands it off to Faith Rule. Rule over to Kaija Clark on the far side. Shakes her shoulders and has it intercepted by Stanek. Stanek ahead of the pack. 1-on-3. Oop, no. And the rebound picked up by Rule for Louisiana, who gives it off to Rayleigh Burse. 24.
We're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Shucard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 6.
Boy, all the points from the field so far for Silex, with the exception of 2, have been scored by Allison Harmon. She has been very good, not just scoring down low, but making the most of her opportunities, her offensive rebounds, getting her own misses, and the putback points have been fantastic for Harmon, and a reason that Silex is very much in this game through the first 2 quarters. Louisiana kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit as Kaisha Clark first got to 3 fouls. She was held to just 2 points from the field, 4 points in the game so far. And then Caitlin Globe picked up 3 fouls. So you got 2-year starters sitting most of the first half. And that's been what's been holding Louisiana back through the first 2 quarters. And their free throw shooting, just 7 of 16 shooting free throws. Much better in the first quarter, not so much in the second quarter for the Bulldogs. It's got to get back 50% or better. They're below 50 right now because of that bad second quarter shooting from the free throw line. Silex, a lot of fouls 10 first half fouls, including 2 technicals for book violations in the opening minutes. But they made the most of their opportunities from the free throw line, hitting 6 of 7, including Molly Stanek being 4 for 4 from the line and Harmon 1 for 1 through the first 2 quarters. So that's how the game has been played so far. A lot of foul shots, a lot of whistles, not a lot of flow. When the flow gets going, that's when Louisiana can get those 3 balls to fall like they had in the closing minutes of that second quarter. We'll take a quick break, come back with full first half scoring after this. It's the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime on thepeoplestribune.com.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, LaCrosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, LaCrosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. LaCrosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, equal housing lender.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these 2 schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
It's time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, Silex back from the locker room. Louisiana yet to make their appearance. Again, shocking news we heard in the first half. Former assistant at Silex under Tony Francis and head basketball coach for the girls at Bowling Green, Phil Burdett, has passed away. Details still coming in. Just reports that he passed away at home today. So very shocking news, and we keep Coach Burdett in our thoughts here as we open play in the 22nd annual Clopton Invitational. First half scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, Aki and Ken Feeds, DeKalb Seeds, lots more. YoungEnterprisesInc.com. And Louisiana came on strong. They came out strong before Kaisha Clark got into foul trouble. Her return triggered their return to the ball game, and they hold a 5-point lead. Just a point for Misha Campbell, 4 points for Kaisha Clark, and she spent a lot of time on the bench. Caitlin Glow, she came out impressive, but she picked up 3 fouls, has 5 points in the ball game. 7 points for Brianna St. Clair and 9 for Rayleigh Burse. The other side, just 2 in the scorebook for the Owls is 6 points from Molly Stanek, 4 of those from the free throw line, 15 for Allison Harmon. She's been good down low for Silex. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, YoungEnterprisesInc.com. We'll take a break, come back with third quarter action after this. This has been the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime on thepeoplestribune.com.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. With an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, we strive to prevent, diagnose, and treat a wide variety of injuries ranging from sprains and fractures to heat stroke and concussions. In addition to sports coverage, we offer impact testing for head injuries as well as athletic enhancement for those athletes looking to get a step ahead of the competition. Rest assured, we're at work while your athletes are at play.
Hi, this is Christine Rutherford of People's Bank and Trust in Bowling Green. At People's Bank and Trust, we don't think our responsibility to the community should end when we leave the bank each day. You see, at our community bank, we volunteer for many charitable organizations and civic activities, as well as cheer on our hometown teams. Pride in our community is important to us here at People's Bank and Trust. Come see us at one of our convenient locations, Bowling Green, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, or Ellsbury. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, new and used equipment, parts and service, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Well, Louisiana laid out of the locker room, and apparently no one came and got him. Misha Campbell came running out, and then Coach Boyd comes out a little less urgent than Kaija did. But we're ready for second half action. Second half start brought to you by Lacrosse Lumber Company. Everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. Lacrosse Lumber Company, getting the job done. 5-point lead for Louisiana as the 5 seed leads the 4 seed in this opening round game of the 22nd Clopton Invitational. Over in the Dale Miller Gymnasium, Monroe City, the number 1 seed, moved on, defeating Winfield and Clopton all over the 7 seed, Wright City, after 2 quarters. Not much of a game over there. First game here went to Ellsbury over Wellsville. Pretty competitive game. Wellsville actually pulled within 2 late, or near the midway point of that fourth quarter before Ellsbury turned it back on and cruised to the 12-point victory. Silex with the ball here to start the second half. Inbound to Molly Stanek, gets it to Harmon. Harmon tried to back in, and she traveled. Tried to back in, and Glow wasn't there. She had vacated that space and draws the travel. And the 8th turnover against Silex, unofficially. Clark to the baseline for Misha Campbell. Campbell trying to find room, gets it back to Kaija Clark. Clark to Burst, back to Clark. Has trouble with it near the line. Able to keep balance, keep her dribble, can't hit the shot, and the rebound is pulled in by number 23 for Silex, Lexi Plackmeyer. Plackmeyer will take it up the floor for the Owls. Her first action tonight, drops it off for Stanek. No, but a foul will send Molly Stanek to the line to shoot a pair. She's got 6 points tonight. And the first foul of the second half goes on Rayleigh Burse, her second. And the first shot for Stanek is good. 4-point game. Could make it 3 with this free throw. 7 points tonight for Molly. And missed for the first time. She had been 5 for her first 5. Comes up empty on this one, and that's the less forgiving of the 2 rims here in the old gym. Burse gets it to Rule. Rule to Clark. Some crazy spin on that pass. It's knocked away by Harmon. And they're going to say the last touch was by Harmon. Glow, I don't think ever got a hand on it. Back up top for Burse. Free throw line for Glow. Turnaround shot by Caitlin's no good. Rebound tipped up in the air by Plackmeyer. And Clark recovers over to Rayleigh Burse. Flat-footed 3, and that one misses everything out of bounds back to Silex. Trailing by 4. Here's Stanek. Molly. Over to the far side for Plackmeyer. Lexi trying to find some room now is Pruitt to Harmon. Harmon out too far. She's going to drive, and a foul going to be whistled on Faith Rule, her second, and the team's second here in the half. And Plackmeyer to inbound. She'll get into the corner for Chloe Kenyon. Her 3 is no good. And the rebound picked up by Faith Rule for Louisiana. Over to Rayleigh Burse. Burse too far from Misha Campbell, and Louisiana playing a little fast right now. Now the turnover gives it back to Silex. Stanek telling Plackmeyer where to go is Molly to Harmon. Harmon drops it down. Good pass. Shot no good for Pruitt. Put back no good. Harmon the rebound. No. And Misha Campbell and Caitlin Glow finally grab the rebound And a long pass ahead for Burse. She hits. Rayleigh Burse. She's got 11 points tonight. And it's a 6-point lead for Louisiana. Very quietly, Rayleigh's put together a nice ball game. Blackmeyer drops it in. Turnaround shot, no. And Pruitt just can't hit from down low, and it goes out of bounds. Back to Louisiana. 5:28 to go in the third. Here's Kaija Clark. To the near side for Brianna St. Clair. St. Clair gives it to Glow. Glow with Harmon in her face gives it back to Kaija Clark. Kaija to the far side for Misha Campbell. That shot off the glass is good, and it's a tray. Misha Campbell has 4 points tonight. Louisiana stretching it out, now a 9-point lead. Just like that, here's Harmon. Lob pass to Stanek off the glass and good. Good passing play between Harmon and Stanek. And that is 9 points for Molly Stanek. That shot's no good. Molly Stanek the rebound for the Owls. Molly finds some room against Rayleigh Burse. Goes to the hoop. No, but a foul going to be whistled. They're going to give it to Glow. If so, it's her fourth. They go to Rayleigh Burse instead, her third. 4:35 to go in the quarter. Moving up the bench is Faith Rule. Expecting her return. And the shot is no good. That's 2 in a row missed by Stanek from the free throw line after hitting her first 5. One more shot. See if she can get back in that rhythm, and does. It's a 6-point game. Here's Kaija Clark. To Rayleigh Burse. Burse skip pass to the far side. Kaija for 3. It's short. Rebound tipped around and chased into the corner and out of bounds. It's going to be, last touch by Silex, they say. The back official called it as he had that line. Rayleigh Burse to inbound. Kaija Clark checks out of the ball game. Replaced by Rule, who has the ball. Faith. Ball knocked away momentarily from Brianna St. Clair as Chloe Kenyon gets a little nasty. Here's Rayleigh Burse to Misha Campbell. Misha has the pass tipped and stolen away by Blackmeyer, and then we're going to have a foul, and that is the 4th on Caitlin Glow. She'll have to come out of this ball game. Quickly up off the bench is Jamie Sensenbaugh. .355 to play here in the third. Harmon with it out high. Gives it to Kenyon. Chloe on the drive, gives it back to Blackmeyer. Lexi, the long 2 is good. Lexi Blackmeyer, her first 2 points tonight. 4-point game. Here's St. Clair with it. Drops it back to Burse for 3. That one's good. Rayleigh Burse. She is cooking from beyond the arc right now. 34-27. Here's Blackmeyer. Ball gets away momentarily and saved. Here's Stanek with it. Stanek to Harmon off the glass and good. And a timeout taken. 17 points for Allison Harmon. We'll take a break as well. Third quarter, 2:59 remains. Louisiana 34, Silex 29 on TribCast.
TribCast coverage of high school basketball is brought to you in part by Spring Valley Accounting Services, Lynn's Heritage House, Orff Construction, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Cole Chiropractic Center, and by Dieter Sign Company and T-Shirt Shop, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Penrod Real Estate, Bowling Green Lumber Company, Airco Convenience Centers, Pike County Title Company, and by Mid-America Auto and Towing. More high school basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
2:59 to play here in the third quarter. Louisiana leading Silex behind the hot shooting of Rayleigh Burse. She's got 14 points, including 3 threes. And it'll be the Bulldog ball. Burse gives it off to Kaija Clark. Blackmeyer out to get Kaija. Skip pass around, gives it back to Clark. Clark drops it in and blocked out of bounds. Misha Campbell got blocked by Molly Stanek, but the Bulldogs will keep possession. Clark into Harmon. Bounced off her, and now we've got a reach-in foul against the Owls. And that's against Chloe Kenyon, her second. And that is just the first team foul for Silex after a foul-filled first half. Well, that's Chloe's third, sorry. From the corner, 3 balls short right into the waiting arms of Molly Stanek. She's on the run. 2-on-1 for the Owls. Molly put on the brakes, cut it too fine, had her own rebound, and we're going to have a foul against Stanek. That's her second. 2.5 to play in the third. Here's Rayleigh Burse. Drops it in to Sensenbaugh. Pass stolen and then knocked away. And it's going to be Silex ball as it was knocked out of Blackmeyer's hands by Sensenbaugh. Brianna St. Clair replaces Jamie. Five-point game. Silex will try and get a little closer to this possession. Over to the far side for Casey Pruitt. Pruitt. Touch pass. Harmon off the glass and good. What a pass to feed Harmon from Stanek. Three-point ball game. St. Clair almost lost it. Knocked away from Clark. It'll stay with the Bulldogs on a good defensive play by Casey Pruitt. Here's Misha Campbell to Kaija Clark. Clark, center of the lane, has it stripped away, and then gets it back, loses her mouth guard, and scores. She's got 6 points, first 2 of the second half for Kaija Clark. Here's Stanek to Blackmeyer. Lexi kicks it across. Shot no good. Harmon had the rebound momentarily, and it's out of bounds back to Louisiana. And these are those little breaks that have fueled Bulldog runs in this ball game so far. 5-point game. Louisiana leads it. Here's St. Clair. Tamisha Campbell. Campbell back to Kaija Clark. Clark to the dribble, and a foul whistled out high. And which Owl will be whistled. It's Lexi Blackmeyer, her first. That's a better option than Stanek. And Kayla Lindsay comes back in, replacing Kaija Clark here with 1:07 to go in the third. Burse from her hip shoots that one. Blackmeyer the rebound for Silex. Up ahead to Pruitt. Pruitt, nope. Stanek, reverse layup, no good. Harmon gets this one, and the putback is good. Allison Harmon continues to eat up those boards. She's over 20 points tonight, 21. St. Clair to the far side for Rule. Drops it inside, no good. Rebound tipped around away from Misha Campbell, and here's Stanek. 3-point game, Molly Stanek to the baseline, feeds Harmon. Harmon, no. Got her own board. The putback is good. She's got 23. 1-point game. 8 in the quarter. And a timeout taken by Coach Boyd and the Bulldogs with 20.3 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Louisiana leads Silex 36-35. Silex on the move on TribCast.
Mary, you're glowing gold. I know. I joined the Fuel Rewards program and got rewarded with instant gold status at Shell.
And I save 5 cents a gallon on every fill every day.
5 cents a gallon? Wow.
And gold is all the rage this season.
Oh, yeah.
Get rewarded with instant gold status at Shell. Join the Fuel Rewards program now at fuelrewards.com/gold. Restrictions apply. Active gold status required. Introductory offer valid for 6 months after activation. Limit 20 gallons at participating Shell stations. See fuelrewards.com/gold for full details.
Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex are committed to offering sincere and caring service in your time of need. Family owned and operated since 1946, Ryan V. Bibb and Lori Smith know how important a personal touch can be. Their goal is compassionate service with dignity and respect, uplifting and comforting. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Visit online at bibbbeach.com or call 324-2211 in Bowling Green or 384-5555 in Silex for more information.
15 seconds on the clock. Brianna St. Clair with it. Has her pass tipped. Stanek steals. Here come the Owls for the lead. Got in too deep. 5 seconds. Shot off the glass is good. And Silex ahead. And that was Abby Engelmeyer to put Silex ahead for the first time at the end of a quarter. 37-36 is the Silex lead as we head to the fourth on TribCast.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the Square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Cindy Blaylock will be there for you. 201 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Online at cindyblaylockagency.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Checking the scoring from Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, YoungEnterprisesInc.com as Louisiana will have the ball to start the fourth. Their top scorer, Rayleigh Burse with 14. Next highest scorer is Brianna St. Clair with 7. Kaisha Clark with 6. 5 from Caitlin Glow and 4 points for Misha Campbell in this ball game. For Silex, 23 points for Allison Harmon. As that ball almost tipped away, goes to the far side. Now Kaisha Clark with it. 9 from Allie Stanek. She had a good third quarter. 2 points each for Abby Engelmeyer and Lexi Plackmeyer. That's all the scoring. Harmon has been unbelievable on the offensive glass and gets a steal this time. Here's Plackmeyer. One-on-one. Loses control, loses the ball right underneath us here in the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth as she was pestered by Misha Campbell. So Rule will inbound in front of the scorers table. Gives it to Kaisha Clark. Louisiana looking to take back the lead. They led after 1, 12-8. After 2, 26-21. Here's a 3, and it's short and out of bounds. Back to Silex. Silex leads at for the first time at the end of a quarter here, heading into the fourth, 37-36. So they made up the 5-point deficit and got themselves a 1-point lead and still have it here with a minute gone in the fourth. Here's Plackmeyer, and she's fouled on the way to the hoop. It's going to be on Faith Rule. Nope. They give it to Campbell. That's Misha's second. So Plackmeyer on the inbound. Goes into the corner for Pruitt. She'll pop the shot. It's no good. Off the hand of Harmon and out of bounds. Back to Louisiana. We'll try and regain the lead on this possession. 6:57 to go in regulation. Opening round of the 2018 Clopton Invitational, January 1st. Happy New Year to all. Here's Misha Campbell. That one goes off of Pruitt and goes to the far side, and a foul as both players went to the floor. Kaisha Clark went down awkwardly. Lexi Plackmeyer gets the foul. Her second. They go to the baseline. Campbell can't hit. And the rebound knocked away from Kenyon. Turnaround shot. That one's good for Faith Rule. Her first 2 points tonight give Louisiana the lead. Here's Stanek. All the way to the hoop, and she puts it in. Silex back ahead. Molly Stanek with 2. She's into double figures with 11. Kaisha Clark coast to coast and a blocking foul on Allison Harmon. Her second. And Kaisha will head to the line. And Clark's shot is good. Kaisha has 7 points tonight and has hit 2 of 2 from the line. Tied at 39. This could put the Bulldogs back ahead and keep her perfect at 4 for 4. And she does. Swishes it. Here comes Stanek. Stanek angles to the near side, gives it to Harmon. Harmon off the glass. No, but a foul. Going to be whistled on Faith Rule, her third. .609 to play in regulation. Just after 5:30 on the first day of 2018. Harmon. Her shot too long. So she's stuck on 23. This one to tie. And it's short. Rebound picked up by by Rayleigh Burse. Long pass over Glow, out of bounds, back to Silex. Blackmeyer inbound. To Stanek. 40-39. Louisiana leads. To the far side, Stanek to Harmon. Allison gives it back to Molly Stanek. Up top for Scroy, and Izzy's shot no good. Stanek tips the rebound to Pruitt. Gives it to Scroy, who throws it to the feet of Kaisha Clark. Clark comes out the other way with it. To the hoop. No. And an offensive foul called, and that's the fourth against Kaisha Clark. Four on number 23 with 5:31 to play. Now how do you handle that situation? Still a lot of time left. They're going to keep her in the game in this 1 point contest. Here's Stanek to the near side for Plackmeyer. Gives it back to Molly Stanek. Stanek goes one-on-one against Rayleigh Burse. Kicks it back to Lexi Plackmeyer. She could try his baseline. Kicks it to the far side for Izzy Scroy. And a foul going to be whistled. And it is, who's that on? It's on Misha Campbell. Her third. And the shot is good. And Silex has tied it. Izzy Scroy earns a second. That's her first point tonight. Second shot for Izzy is short. Harmon the rebound. Put back, no. Got another one. Put back this time, no. But a foul will send Allison Harmon back to the line. And the foul's starting to mount. And that's the fourth on Misha Campbell. And the shot for Harmon is no good. And Brianna St. Clair replaces Faith Rule. Harmon, one more. There, she puts Silex ahead. 41-40. Quickly back the other way. Here's Glow with it. To St. Clair for three. That one's short. And the rebound picked up by Pruitt for Silex. Casey slows things up, gives it to for Lexi Plackmeyer. Now to Allison Harmon. Harmon holds it high, gives it to Stanek, center of the lane. She at the front of the iron, had her own rebound. It goes off of Molly and back to Louisiana. 4:41 to play. Still a 1-point game. Silex ahead. Long pass to St. Clair. She tries to beat Pruitt to the baseline, almost steps out. Gives it back to Kaisha Clark. Floater, no. And the rebound picked up by the Owls. Casey Pruitt to Molly Stanek. On the near sideline, angles back to the middle and the far side. On the point, Rayleigh Burse out to defend. Back to the near side, and Stanek is fouled. Which way are they going to go with it? They go against Rayleigh Burse. That's her fourth, so she's got 4. Kaisha Clark has 4. Misha Campbell has 4. Caitlin Glow has 4. A lot of big names for the Bulldogs. And the shot is short for Molly Stanek. She's got 11 points and a timeout taken by Louisiana with 4:11 to play in the fourth. 41-40, Silex leads. Stanek at the line for a second when we come back on TribCast.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Many of us look for ways to save energy, but be smart. Don't take safety shortcuts. Quiver River Electric Cooperative reminds you to use electricity safely and take it seriously. Never touch a downed power line. Always stay at least 10 feet away. Outdoors, look up for power lines and call 811 before you dig. Indoors, keep appliances away from water. Don't overload circuits or use damaged cords. A safety message from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve.
Still a lot of basketball to be played here in the opening round of this Clopton Invitational. 4:11 to play in the fourth. 1-point game. Stanek at the line. She missed the first. And the second one is up and good. Rolls it home. And Silex at the 2-point advantage. Rayleigh Burse with 4 fouls. Moves it across the line for Louisiana to the far side for Kaisha Clark. She's got 4 fouls. Into Glow. She has 4 fouls. And knocked away from behind by Rayleigh Burse. She has 4 fouls. Here's Stanek. Into contact from Kaisha Clark, and we're going to have a foul on Brianna St. Clair. That's her first. She was one of just 3 players that's been in the game for Louisiana that didn't have a foul. Now she does. 42-40. Stanek at the line, as that was the 10th foul. And the first shot is good. 43-40, biggest lead of the night for Silex. Second shot's good. 44-40. Does Louisiana have a final push? There's Brianna St. Clair. Pass tipped around. Finds its way to a Bulldog, but the shot's no good. And the rebound picked up by Harmon to Lexi Plackmeyer. Plackmeyer to Pruitt. Her shot's no good. Rebound knocked around. Kaisha Clark picks it up for the Bulldogs. Trying to get a little closer. Moves past McDonald all the way to the hoop. And offensive foul, and Clark is gone. Kaisha Clark is fouled out of this ball game as Casey Pruitt got herself set just in the nick of time, according to the officials. And Coach Aaron Hankey loves it on the Silex bench. And Louisiana better watch. as they get into it with the official that made that call. So Clark is gone. Stanek gets it to Plackmeyer. In trouble. And a timeout taken by Aaron Hankey and the Owls. 3:08 to go in the fourth. 44-40, Silex leads on TribCast.
This is Kim Gam, RN, Certified Diabetes Educator and Coordinator of the Pike County Diabetes Counseling Program. Diabetes self-management education is designed to help you understand the disease and learn to manage it. Our nationally recognized program provides quality education and covers all aspects of diabetes management, from basic to advanced skills. For more information, contact the Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice at 573-324-2111.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Ramsey Dickerman will be there at 503 West Highway 54 in Vandalia. Online at RamseyDickerman.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
44-40, our score. Silex leading Louisiana, the 4 seed leading the 5 seed, this middle of the bracket matchup. In the opening round of the Clopton Invitational, here's Stanek on the inbound from no shot. We're going to have a travel on Harmon before she put it up. So it remains a 4-point game, 3 minutes to play in regulation here from the old gym. Clopton in control over in the new gym. Game might be over by now. Monroe City easily beat Winfield. This one out of bounds, back to Silex off the miss. Time and players starting to tick away for Louisiana. They've already lost. Now a travel called on Plackmeyer. She started to lean early. Actually, that Clopton game is over because I see Coach Devin Streed here in the gymnasium. So that game is over, and we're still at 2:35 to play, and that one stripped on the way up from Brianna St. Clair. And here's Plackmeyer, has her pass tipped, goes to the floor, picked up by Misha Campbell. Campbell one-on-one, shot no good. Rebound and a push and a bucket. Rule gets it to fall and can make it a 1-point game with the free throw. That's just not a great foul from Chloe Kenyon. That's her 4th. She had really nothing to gain on that one. And the shot makes it a 1-point game. No, she crossed the line. Rule goes over the line, and it remains a 2-point Silex lead. We'll see if that comes into play here as we get down to the final minutes. Stanek almost traveled, gets it to Harmon in the offensive end. Over to the far side for Izzy Scroy. Scroy back to the near side to Harmon. Turnaround shot. No good. Good defense that time by the freshman Glow for Louisiana. And here comes Rayleigh Burse. To Faith Rule. Rule has it taken away on the pass. Ahead to the hoop and in. Casey Pruitt extends the Silex lead back to 4. Rayleigh Burse thought she was fouled on the other end to start that break by Stanek. No call. And almost a travel on St. Clair. They'll work it back to Burse. To the near side for Faith Rule. Rule back to Burse. Her shot sneaks in. Rayleigh Burse, leading scorer for the Bulldogs tonight, was 16. Those are her first, though, here in the 4th quarter. 2-point game, minute 4 to play. Here's Harmon. And she travels. Loses her glasses in the process. Rule picked them up, handed them back, and we're going the other way. Minute 1 officially on the clock. And here's Burse. Rayleigh Burse. Chance to tie this game or put the Bulldogs ahead. Pass tipped and stolen by Pruitt. She'll put on the brakes. Back to Blackmeyer for Stanek. Stanek back to Lexi. Over to the far side for Izzy Scroyd. Yeah, kill some clock. No, hit the three. How about that? That's a better option. Her first tray to go down tonight. And Silex leads 49-44. Long three is short. Right into the hands of Lexi Blackmeyer, and she's fouled. Fouled on the back end, and a timeout called with 27.3 on the clock. Silex looks like they may beat the Bulldogs for the second time. We'll take a quick break, come back with the end of this one after this on TribCast.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Well, we've got the post game coming up in just a couple minutes. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Silex. 26.6 on the clock. 5-point Owl lead. McDonald to inbound. To Stanek, right below us. Has it knocked away and kicked out of bounds. It's going to be Silex ball again. 22.7 seconds to go. Great effort by Rayleigh Burris. Just could not catch up to that ball. McDonald inbound again. Blackmeyer open on the near side. If they hurry. That's where they go with it. She holds it high. Caught in that corner. Gives up the dribble. Bounce pass for McDonald. 14 seconds to go. They get it into Harmon, who'll kick it back to Stanek. Back to Harmon again. Shot no, but a foul. And I believe that's going to be it for Caitlin Glow, her fifth foul. And she'll join Kaja Clark. Nope. They're going to go with Faith Rule. So 15 instead of 52. 6 seconds to go, and this is all done except for the horn. First shot, no good for Harmon, who has 24 points tonight. Second shot, no good. So she'll stay at 24. Nice even number, right? Long shot, no good, and that's our final. 49-44, Silex defeats Louisiana for a second time here and opens the 2018 Clopton Invitational with a win. We'll be back with the post-game show after this on TribCast.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, LaCrosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, LaCrosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. LaCrosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and hometown service? Look no further than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Deb Olson. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The
law office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the law office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone. It's time for the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame, brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
49-44 is our final. The rest of the opening round games, Monroe City, the 1 seed, defeated Winfield 80-28. So they'll take on Silex in the second round on Wednesday in the J.L. Miller Gymnasium at 5:30. Clopton, the 2 seed, tied their record with 90 points, defeating Wright City 90-21 in the 2-7 matchup. And it was Ellsbury over Wellsville by 12, 42-30 in the first game here in the old gym. So it'll be Clopton against Ellsbury and Monroe City against Silex in the semifinals. Opening round men games tomorrow. The early games are at 5:30. Monroe City, the 1 seed, taking on 8 seed Warrenton JV at 5:30 in the Dale Miller Gymnasium. The 2-7 we'll have on TribCast between Louisiana and Silex. The late game in the old gym, Winfield Wright City, the 4-5 matchup, and our second game on TribCast tomorrow night will be Clopton and Wellsville in the 3-6 matchup at 7 o'clock in the Dale Miller Gymnasium. So one from each gym again tomorrow night, but different times. We were both at the same time tonight, and the games in the Dale Miller Gymnasium were blowouts, both of them, and finished quite a bit before us. Story in this one, Allison Harmon. If she wasn't making a shot, she was getting a second shot. If she missed that shot, she got a third shot, and she generally made that third shot or was fouled on that third try and went to the line. She finishes with 24 points tonight, and wow, what an effort. Molly Stanek, great passing, great from the line. In fact, 8 of her 14 points were from the free throw line tonight, so just hit 3 shots from the field, one in the first, third, and fourth quarters to finish with 14 points. Our final check of the scoring, by the way, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, AK and Ken Feeds, Ask Grow DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance and more. YoungEnterprisesinc.com is the website for Young Enterprises Incorporated. Izzy scoring with 4 points tonight. Casey Pruitt with 2. They were big 2. Abby Engelmeyer had 2 points. That put Silex ahead, I think, for good. And Lexi Plackmeyer with a pair of points for the Owls as well, as they improved to 5-4 on the season, get over that 500 hump at 5-4 once again. Pretty spread scoring. Foul trouble was the key in this one for Louisiana. They just got a lot of their key players in foul trouble in the first half. Finishing with just 4 points is Misha Campbell, 5 for Caitlin Glow. Kaisha Clark, just 8 points tonight, 4 for Faith Rule, 7 for Brianna St. Clair. And if it wasn't for Rayleigh Burse and her 3-ball through the middle 2 quarters, this would have been a blowout. 16 she finishes as the top scorer for Louisiana, including 3 threes for the Bulldogs. Take a quick break. You're checking the scoring, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, YoungEnterprisesInc.com. More of the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame after this on the PeoplesTribune.com.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Louisiana, Bowling Green, and Clopton schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Ryan Pitzer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. We're at work while your athletes are at play.
Hi, this is Christine Rutherford of People's Bank and Trust in Bowling Green. At People's Bank and Trust, we don't think our responsibility to the community should end when we leave the bank each day. You see, at our community bank, we volunteer for many charitable organizations and civic activities, as well as cheer on our hometown teams. Pride in our community is important to us here at People's Bank and Trust. Come see us at one of our convenient locations, Bowling Green, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, or Ellsbury. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
This is the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame, brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
We're joined by our Community State Bank TribCast Player of the Game, 24 points tonight. Allison Harmon, congratulations. That was impressive. The work you did on the offensive glass here in this ball game.
Thank you.
Talk about the chemistry you've got with your point guard Molly Stanek. It seems like she always knew where you'd be, which I guess is easy because you kind of tower above everybody when you get that arm up there. But it just looks like you guys work very well together.
Yeah, we do. We've been playing since we were really young. She's one of my best friends, and it goes really good together. She always can see that hand up there.
Well, if you didn't make the first one, we said it earlier, you made the second one. If you didn't make the second one, you made the third one or drew a foul. So, I mean, you were working out there. Your glasses, went flying a couple times.
Yeah, I have problems with my glasses. They just kind of fall, but I just keep going. I've learned to pick them up real quick off the ground. Just
you did a good job. I'm sure your parents appreciate you keeping the glasses in one piece. You guys are 5-4 now. You think this team's heading in the right direction now?
Yeah, I think, and especially this year, we've got some new girls that we haven't before. It's definitely a different team than it has been in the past.
Yeah, you dealt with some big injuries. Your role has expanded with Hallie dealing with the ankle. You lose a senior in Lily moving away. The big players have to play big, and you did.
Right, and our team does do that. Like the more problems we have, the closer we get, and we just. Like my coach says, he tells us to row the boat. We all get together and keep going no matter what happens to our teammates or what falls in front of us.
Well, congratulations. Now you got to play Monroe City, the top seed. They're physical, they're fast, and they can shoot. How do you defend that?
Just straight up.
Play your game.
You're right.
Well, congratulations on this one. We'll see you again on Wednesday.
Thank you.
That is our Community State Bank TribCast Player of the Game, Allison Harmon, 24 points tonight. And we'll get to Coach Hankey in here and discuss this one a little further. It's time to, I think, retire that headset.
It's a little ragged.
You're in the old gym TribCast bag tonight.
Hey, it's all right. A lot of memories from here, so it's okay.
This game, you said you were kind of concerned about their speed and physicality. It seemed like you handled it very well. You forced them into some bad decisions, got them into foul trouble. Once you got your book straight.
Yeah, that was an oversight by me. And we've had so many injuries and sickness hit the team that we. I told my manager, make sure you got everybody in the book, and we've had some things over Christmas break to where some girls aren't with us anymore, and it was an oversight by me, unfortunately, but the girls handled the adversity. I think it was 8-0. I called a 30-second, and I said, no more, and I handled the adversity, and I think we ended the first quarter only down by 4 maybe, and then took it into half, down by 5.
Yeah, they had that spurt with 3 threes over the matter of about a minute and a half.
Yeah, and I knew, being tired, being down, still not being able to play everybody in the first half. But that lack of communication, I told the girls, you know what to fix. It wasn't anything catastrophic or major. They were just little things, and the girls came out in the second half and definitely played better.
Well, I talked about it with Allison. When the going got tough, just lob it up, and there's a hand above everybody else. She did a great job down low tonight.
Oh my goodness, yeah, she's been killing it on the boards and in the paint. She's since the Montgomery tournament, she's averaged just about 20 points and 12 rebounds a game, and been playing really, really well and stepped up and handling the load that her and Hallie were supposed to have together.
Yeah.
Now that's on her, and she's doing a great job and really moving forward.
And Molly, it took a while for her to get going, but when she was at the line, she made it count. 14 points, all but six of them from the line. That's a pretty good night.
Yeah, first semester I think she shot close to 90% from the free throw line, and my big thing with her this year is continue to attack, and when you can get buckets, points at the line, those are free ones, and we got to take advantage and also put pressure on their defense. Like you said, we got them in some foul trouble early because of that attack mode, and that's hopefully can carry us on and continue to work for us.
All right, Monroe City scores 80 tonight, wins by 52. What do you do against? That's a juggernaut over there.
Yeah, they're tough, and I know they haven't. I mean, I know they lost a girl or two from last year, but they're not slowing down, and that will be a very, very tough game for us. As you can see tonight, we're not the fastest group, but we try to do what we do well, and hopefully that works. But they'll be tough, so we'll spend some time tomorrow prepping for them, and a lot of things they do, we'll probably see it in the third place game or for championship game from the other well from Clopton or Ellsbury. So hopefully come and play hard and compete with them.
You're on the right side of the bracket. That's a good thing.
Oh yeah, great way to start Christmas, and we're on a three game in a row. So hopefully continue that and over 500.
Well, congratulations again. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Thank you very much, sir. Have a good night.
That's Coach Aaron Henke of the Silex Owls. His ladies win this one by 5, 49-44, and we'll wrap it up for our first night of Clopton tournament coverage here in 2018, the 22nd annual. Again, our teams, Clopton victorious over Wright City, 90-21 over in the Dale Miller Gymnasium, and Silex over Louisiana. So Silex will take on Monroe City in the 5:30 game on Wednesday, and Clopton will take on Ellsbury, and we do not have to come. Well, I guess we got Louisiana in the early game on Wednesday over in the this old gym in the consolation semifinals, as they'll take on Winfield. That should be a pretty good game between the 5-seed Bulldogs and the 8-seed Warriors. So we'll have 3 games for you on Wednesday here in the semifinals of this 22nd annual Clopton Invitational. For April and Chuck in the new gym, this is Mark in the old gym saying good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Men's opening round action on thepeoplestribune.com. Good night, everybody.